Yeah, this must be that Carvers Rock. I'm at 4 Mark Reservoir. Last time I was up here, I was looking for this Carvers Rock, but we couldn't find it, so I take it this is it. Yeah, this place is bigger than I thought, man. I ain't got time to go to the bottom today. But yeah. A little bit disappointed. I thought it was going to be bigger than that. No, still alright though. Nature's better than being stuck in front of your TV, I suppose. Okay. Nice little opening. Yeah, that's why I couldn't find it last time. It was pitch black. Last time I was down here. Yeah, I come down here at night time. Yeah, there was no way I was noticing these at night. No chance. Can't even soak in the atmosphere either. I'm in a rush, having to get back. What's this? The middle of July, and look, wearing a coat. Yeah, mate, English weather is crap. But it needs to know where these rocks are now anyway. Yeah, look at it, man. Raining. We've had non-stop rain, man, for what? Must be about 6 weeks. Well, on the bright side, at least the rain's warm. Always the optimist, me. Yeah, mate, England. It's full of little places like this. Little 30 minutes away out of your town. Then you come to nice little wildernesses like this. Wonder what used to crack off here then back in the day. Celtic times and Saxon times. Little groves like these. Wonder what rituals used to take place. Yeah, man. What's been cracking off then in the world? What's his name? Old Donald Trump. Shot in the ear. Yeah, man. Shot in the ear. Another inch, and that would have been his life, innit? That just tells you it wasn't his time, was it? So obviously, whether you like him or hate him, he's got a job to do, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. I'm not a Trump supporter, I'm not a Trump hater either. I'm just an observer of life. I just watch, see what unfolds. Trying to remove the emotion out of everything. And just see what's really taking place. Yeah, man. I love little woods like this. It's like you're in Hobbit land or something. Yes, mate, come out with me cagoule on, man. Well prepared for the rain. Yeah, man got shot. Some people are saying it's conspiracy, it was staging and all of this. It's hard to tell nowadays, isn't it? So much illusion and sleight of hand going on. Just adds to the confusion. You don't know what's real or not anymore, or at least it's hard to tell. It's like I was reading earlier on today about this PSYOPs operation in 1920. I don't think it was like the original like American PSYOPs. It was like more so a British secret intelligence, some sort of war going on in Afghanistan at the time. Long story short, they send people in. It's an age-old trick. Get a feel of the local inhabitants, the culture. Is that a mushroom? The culture, superstitions, you know, things like that. What was that? I tell you, when you're out in the woods, man, you hear all sorts of sounds and stuff. Yeah. Anyway. So, long story short now, they set up some like speakers and basically like blared out this booming sound of God to like basically say, you know, this is God with a big booming voice. Obviously 1920s Afghanistan, people ain't got no technology or anything out there in them little villages and stuff. Basically to like put the frighteners up the people. You know what I mean? Frighten them all to like death. It's a good job this sign was there, you know, because I was going to go down here. Take myself a couple of miles out, but yeah. Yeah, and they put up lanterns, apparently, in the sky with like projectors in them. So basically, like when they like bounced off the clouds, they had these massive images of like Jesus and Mary and whatnot. So basically, you got these big giants in the air with this big voice of God. You know what I mean? To unsettle the insurgents and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? These people ain't easy, you know. They're not easy at all. So, you know what I mean? If they've been doing that from like back then, obviously, like centuries beforehand, with the technology they got now, God knows what you're seeing. Do you know what I mean? That's like Britain. And there's another one. I think it was in Second World War. Britain again. Going amongst the people, local inhabitants, seeing what superstitions the people have and stuff. And I think it was basically like the scarecrow story or whatever. Long story short, they constructed like this 12-foot scarecrow and made it walk on its own down this hill. Basically scared to death the inhabitants again. And settled like enemy troops and whatever. So they're always doing this stuff. That just made me think of like the movie Jeepers Creepers. You know, all these movies and stuff, they'll get the ideas from somewhere. It's based on facts somewhere. Do you know what I mean? And I immediately thought of Jeepers Creepers, the film. Because obviously they did something like that to scare off the people, just preying off the people's superstition. Do you know what, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I'd be able to walk through here at night time on my own. You know what I mean? Am I a scaredy cat? I don't know. That's why I normally come out at night to these places. Just to get used to darkness. You know what I mean? The dark void. Blackness. Because we're innately scared of the dark, aren't we? The unknown. Subconscious conjures up all sorts of madness. You know what I mean? It's like, it's basically you. The darkness is just the darkness, man. You know, so I'm challenging myself. It's like I was reading a book, Book of Secrets. And Osho was saying, you know, like organised religions and stuff, they always use the term light. You know, for, you know, symbolically for obvious reasons, light as in knowledge and goodness and all that type of thing. You know, but people forget about the dark. Because dark exists. You turn off the light, darkness is just there. Darkness is there before anything. You know? So when you go into like some secret societies and all that, or societies with secrets or whatever it is, you start to get accustomed to deeper symbologies of darkness, like in Tantra, and the goddess Kali symbolising the void, the Black Mother, of which all existence is basically drew upon. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, why be scared? Was you scared in the womb? The womb's triple darkness. That's triple tier darkness, man. That's like darkness upon darkness upon darkness. That's where you come from. No matter what you are in existence, you come from darkness. So why be scared? If it wasn't dark, you couldn't have been developed. Just like a photograph. In olden times, you had to go in a dark room in order for the image to be developed. Same with us, we have to be in a dark room in order for us to be developed. You know, under the number 6, the number of trial, resistance, growth. Because 9's just a 6, the other way around. There's nothing different in it, it's just the viewpoint of it. That's why one sticks at the bottom and one sticks at the top. But anyway, we're getting all philosophical here. I forgot what I was talking about. Hey, I'm out of breath now as well. It's good to walk, man. Get yourself a little bit out of breath. You need exercise, man. Trust me. Instead of coming home, sitting down on the sofa after work and all that, it's easily done because you're knackered, but you need to get out and about, mate. Or the body just starts to shut down with the mind. It's more dangerous for the mind to shut down, man, because the body follows afterwards. And if the mind ain't right, the body just can't get right. But yeah. Yeah, man. I normally go on one when I'm out in nature like this. You know what I mean? I'm also chatting to myself, to be quite honest. Obviously, when I put this up on social media, you'll be listening to it, but, you know, like I always say, get what you get from it. Ignore what you need to ignore from it. It is what it is. I'm just adding my little flavour into the mix. You know, it's better than watching some girl twerking, wasting your time, or some bloody punch up for no reason. That's the majority of the videos on social media, isn't it? Pure foolishness. But yeah, as I was saying, you got all these psyop operations going on. They go in, they study the people. There was another one that stood out to me as well. Now, this was in the Philippines. I think the early 20th century. Might be mistaken. 20s, 30s, 40s. So something like that. I can't rightly remember. But same thing. They sussed out the people were like, had this superstition about this vampire being, I think it's called a wang or a grang, something like that. Filipino people watching will know what I'm talking about. But yeah. So basically what's happened is they've got one of the Filipino soldiers they were fighting against. They've basically killed him. And then they've put puncture wounds in his neck to make it look like he's been bitten. And then they've hung him up and drained his blood. Then afterwards they took him down, left him there on the ground. So when his people came, I didn't notice this before. What's this? You gotta watch yourself nowadays, you know. I could have walked into some sort of trap then. Strung me up in the tree. Or am I watching too many movies? But yeah, left him there. His people came, got him. So obviously they thought it was this creature. So again, what does that remind you of? The first Predator movie, innit? That's the first thing that comes to my mind. They're out in the jungle, they're fighting a guerrilla warfare, you know what I mean? And then tutus to find the people all strung up and stuff. I thought, okay, this must be where you're getting all these ideas from, man. It's getting to the people's psyche. You know what I mean? Mad up the people, them. Frayed everybody up. Unbalance the opponent. Art of war. The art of deceit, trickery. It's like in the Al Khaldoon's treatise on civilizations, how they come into being, how they sustain themselves, and eventually how they fall. And you can predict their time roughly to how they come into being, cause and effect. He was saying the same thing. Wars are mostly won on deceit, trickery, getting into the mind of your opponent. So all this stuff's going on, man. Just like John Hawkins. You know what, it's raining and it's grey, but it's a beautiful day. And I'm a person who don't like rain. But I'm actually enjoying it today for some reason. I always loved grey landscapes as a kid. I don't know why. I've just seen some subtle beauty in them. But yeah, John Hawkins. Sent to Syria, Nile Valley, for the same thing. Study our people, get into the minds of the original man. Their hopes, their fears, what makes them tick, or what made us tick. Raising the red flag, the flag that was used for Islam. Oh, what's this now? Let me try and get this off. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, the red flag of Islam. So they took him in as a friend. And he was there for 20 years, studying us. Then 2 twos, calculated the dissatisfaction of the people. Chose the ones that he thought were the weakest and most dissatisfied. And basically said to them, yo, come with me to this new land. Well, it was new land to him. It wasn't to the original inhabitants. They already charted the globe. But anyway, that's another story. Yeah, come with me, man. I'll give you twice as much gold. And you can be the rulers over there. If you don't like what's cracking off over here. So long story short, they went with him. And shackled them up, enslaved them, took them over. (1555), and then proceeded to break the original man and the woman and turn them into a slave over a number of 64 years. That's where you get your game show from, the $64,000 question. Like Farrakhan told you this in one of his lectures. 64 years from 1555 takes you up to, what was it, 1619? Where they tell you the British involvement with the slave trade started. But nah, it started before that, like I've just explained. Go and research, man. Everything's hidden in books. Go and research. Broke us down 64 years. And they did a hell of a job. Yeah, man, them woods are a bit eerie, I've got to admit. But yeah, nice little trek. Formark Reservoir. There's always something new to learn every day. Alright, peace. I'm out.